Residents of TARABA State, students and parents have lauded the state governor for fulfilling his promise of effecting a 50% downward review of the tuition fees for students of the TARABA State University, as well as the implementation of free basic education in the state. Reacting the implementation of the policy, some students and parents said the decision to reduce this has also reduced the financial burden, as they would also no longer work as hard as they would ordinarily do to raise the fees for the children and wards. The report.
On the streets of Jalingo, the state capital, residents have been expressing delight with the 50% reduction for students of the TARABA State University, as well as the free education policy initiated by His Excellency. While describing the move as a great relief to many parents in the state, they added that schools enrollment have now increased, while crimes and criminality would be drastically reduced as more people will be drafted into schools instead of roaming the streets and fomenting trouble.
As a parent, it has impacted greatly on us. Impacted in a sense that it has given relief to many parents who cannot afford to send their children to school. If the governor will continue this, TARABA State will catch up with other neighboring states, because we are lagging behind in terms of education in the northern region.
Even the reduction of the school fees does not show, because as you maybe forfeit paying school fees, other things collect the money. So that is not even showing effect on us.
The government promised that there are going to be a reduction in school fees, but up to now we are still waiting for the implementation of that policy. We are yet to see implemented. Sure.
First of all, I want to appreciate the governor by introducing free education in secondary school, primary school, and tertiary institution, whereby there's 15% reduction in every school fees in that school. But the problem we are facing is today, if you go to that school, we still look at how they rise the accommodation fees and other tuition fees. If you look at it, it affects the student as well, as I'm talking to you now. So what we are trying here is, we appreciate the government for that 15%, surely. We really appreciate the government. So what we want here is for the government to look into that matter as well. We thank Governor Kefas. We thank him very well.
The Commissioner of Information in TARABA State, Zainab Usman Jalingo, stressed that since the implementation and declaration of the policy by the governor, residents have attested to the positive impact of the policy, especially to the parents and students.
My joy is His Excellency is up to the task. The team behind him, we are up to the task. We anticipated a lot of hooks and challenges here and there. We have some counter efforts to tackle these challenges, and we are still on it. Before we can synchronize from a basic educational system that has been running with school fees to a free educational system, is a huge, huge task. What have been started so far, the few challenges are mainly from saboteurs, which the government's searchlights and eyes are on.
She called on the people of the state to cooperate with government for the betterment of the state and the citizens.